Maybe she's working. Maybe she's a bitch. But she should have won a belt. Give the bitch a belt. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Ring the Bell. My name is Joey, and this is Jesus.
I am not Jesus. I am the interdimensional hero, Moxie Mother.
All right, and I am the dad bod demigod, and I think my heart might have stopped a little bit. Why are you staring at me?
I just can't help but look at perfection.
I'll take it. I got it. We're coming at you with a very special video this week because we are going to rank the top 6 NXT women that should have been NXT Women's Champion.
Number 1, Becky Lynch.
Yes, the man herself, the only one of the 4 horsewomen to never hold the championship.
The only of the 4 horsewomen when called up to be old 2 belts.
Yeah, she did go on to be the man, but she's never held that NXT championship. And honestly, when you think back to when they all 3 were originally called up, Sasha, Charlotte, Becky, I think Becky should have stayed down with Bayley and kind of had that chance to really make herself her own. You know what I mean?
You're the least relevant of all of us.
But there is no point in looking in the past. She has really overcome all the obstacles that put in her way of being called up a little too soon to be one of the most explosive female wrestling superstars in the world.
Agreed.
In the galaxy.
Far, far away. Number 2 is the Ravishing, eternally beguiling, eternally charismatic, most gorgeous woman to enter this or any arena.
Yeah.
Allow yourself to be dazzled, seduced, entranced by all red everything herself, Eva Marie. What's the sign for her, girl?
I totally disagree with this one. Changed my mind.
You want me to change your mind? Name one person who's ever had more heat than Eva Marie.
Roman Reigns.
No. Roman Reigns boos pale in comparison to Eva Marie.
All right, but listen. When people boo Roman Reigns or any heel for that matter, they're generally just playing into the storyline. Mm-hmm. People legitimately in their life do not like Eva Marie.
What makes a better heel?
She was everything that women's wrestling was clawing to the top to overcome.
That's great. And she rubbed it in your freaking face. And when she was at the top of her game and she had Nia Jax as her bodyguard, she should have randomly snuck her way and beaten Asuka and taken the belt. Nobody would have been booed out of a building quicker than Eva Marie, and she would have been over as
Still hasn't changed my mind.
Well, that's because your mind is small.
I have a really big head. Ask anyone.
Number 3 is
Emma.
Here's the weird thing, is I think Emma had potential to win it twice.
Probably more than that. She's like the ultimate underdog in a terrible way.
Honestly, I would have rather seen Emma take the belt off Paige originally after Paige got called up. Mm-hmm. But instead, Emma got called up and stuck being laughing sidekick to Santino of all people. Santino, the diva killer.
Santino was already like a freaking sidekick. You know what I mean? Like he just was a sidekick, and then now the sidekick has sidekicks. Like
and she was doing the Cobra on Raw, and it ultimately failed. But then she went back to NXT, reestablished herself into a dominant character, had Dana Brooke at her side, had all the makings to ultimately do kind of what I said with Eva Marie, screw Asuka out the belt. And it could have reestablished Emma as a dominant threat, but instead they pushed her to the main roster and made her a joke again.
Yeah, I mean, everything you're saying I can't disagree with. She has been done wrong in so many ways, and I hope we see her on national television again sometime soon.
I hope so too, because honestly, outside the video, have you noticed when you see her pop up on TV, whether it be like Impact or even when she did AEW, she seems like she's like lost her zest for wrestling. Mm-hmm. And it's
sometimes you get burnt out, but I don't think it's burnt out. I think people have drilled discontent and negativity into her brain. She's now beginning to believe it about herself, and everything they say isn't true. Tanel Dashwood.
You are special.
Don't dull your sparkle.
Dun 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 dun.
Number 4.
Call to me. Feel the roar as it takes you over. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Summer Rae should have won that gold belt, cause she is a freaking great superstar.
I mean, star would have rhymed with the entire song you were singing.
Sorry,
but
I
you
was
said great instead.
improvising.
And also, I don't agree. Change my mind.
You don't agree with Summer Rae?
No.
Nope.
No woman at that time was as high up on the totem pole as Summer Rae. Like, it was Paige and Summer Rae. Summer Rae was leading Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks around, calling them the besties or whatever. What was it? Besties, something, I don't know. She was like head honcho. She was the freaking Regina George and the perfect antithesis to Paige. She should have been in that title picture, but instead, they also called her up too early and had her dancing with Fandango.
You know what? I'm really seriously realizing a lot of my animosity towards both the people that you have mentioned that I disagree with is because the way they act in Total Divas. They're not nice people in real life. Summer Rae was the worst at pretending to be mad and slap Natty.
She was bad at that, but honestly, I met Danielle Monet. She was very, very nice. So
She gets paid to be nice.
Okay, fair enough.
It's a work.
I thought it was horrible and really mean on Total Divas. People that know me in real life know who I am and know I would never do anything like that. But, you know, it's your first season. You got to stir the pot.
Maybe she's working. Maybe she's a bitch. But she should have won a belt. Give the bitch a belt. Give the bitch a belt. I said give the bitch a belt.
Number 5 golden rings for Christmas time.
It could be 5 golden rings because she's got a bunch of piercings. Ruby Riott, ladies and gentlemen.
Formerly known as
Heidi Lovelace.
Yes, I love her. I technically own her shoes, by the way. Interesting story.
You stole her shoes?
No, she sold them to me.
Oh, lovely. But she should have been women's champion before she got called up with the Riott Squad.
You know what, though? She got signed and spent very little time in NXT and got called up almost immediately to the main roster. She deserved it. Let's start there, but...
The Riott Squad went nowhere.
Yeah, I feel like it's right when they were trying to do a definitely like division between SmackDown and Raw. So then we saw the
Absolution.
Versus the Riott Squad. Like they were the same kind of group of girls, but on the different brands.
Yep.
Is what they were trying to make you believe.
Can you believe?
Yeah, I can't believe that she's never won a belt because she deserves it. I don't know if it's because personal buy-in, she's from around here, but she's amazing, and it kind of sucks that she's trickled through some injuries, but I'd like to see her skyrocket, and maybe since she never won an NXT belt, maybe she could win a Raw or SmackDown belt.
I see her as a pretty solid SmackDown Women's Champion.
Yeah, that might elevate the brand.
Do it. And last but not least,
Bonus.
number 6.
She is, one of the best to come out of any of the family dynasties ever.
Who is it?
Natalya!
Yeah, baby!
I love everything about her. She's serious goals. She's an inspiration. There isn't anything, even in Total Divas, to think she's a bad person. She's paid her dues ample times, time and time again. It's cool that they finally let her participate in a piece of history, but she deserves a lot more. And I think she's
been in a couple pieces of history.
I know, but do you know who she is?
She's
she deserves
Natalya.
a lot more.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I agree. I think it would have been a really nice thing to see her beat Charlotte originally, and then have Charlotte kind of, work a little bit more towards the belt.
I think they really let down on the storyline that it could be freaking Natalya versus Charlotte, like Dynasty versus Dynasty, and then you could even eventually, if she comes back, throw Nia or Tamina, since she is back right now in that.
We don't talk about Tamina's legacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that they're really missing out on freaking family, grown legacies that they could, be making huge storylines out of. Maybe they don't want to. Maybe they think that's the easy route, but that's what got over in the 80s.
Yeah, that's true. Well, let's see if it happens.
There you have it.
What do you think of our list? Do you agree with us? Do you think we're both stupid? Go ahead, leave a comment down at the bottom. Go ahead and like this video, and also subscribe to Ring the Bell. We release cool content like this all the time.
Yeah, and then maybe we'll do a new list at the end of 2020, because there might be more people that were cheated out of titles before they were pulled up.
There's plenty. We researched the entire list. There's like, what, at least 20?
You know who I would have been on my list is the Iconics. Together should win the NXT Ladies Champion.
You want them to lay cool.
Because they're iconic. I love everything about them.
You said it wrong. They're not iconic. They're iconic!
I love them. Actually, I think I stayed in the same hotel as them once. I don't know. They carry a lot of bags with them.
There you have it, straight from Moxie Molly.
Right.
The Iconics have a lot of baggage.
A lot of luggage.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Moxie, where can people find you?
You can find me on Earth and all social media platforms at that's THEE, Moxie Molly.
And you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Joey_Mayberry or Joey Mayberry on TikTok. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.